find out which one of us went to the Super Bowl. We review the most popular commercials and halftime show, and Jess strikes back. All this and more on this week's episode of the CC Mouse Podcast. Who eats hard-boiled eggs when they have food poisoning? Yuck. Welcome to this week's episode of the CC Mouse Podcast. We are good for your ears. I'm Dan, and you can find me at RFS Dan. And that silence means that Jess isn't here with us today because she is at the Super Bowl. Well, not the Super Bowl in beautiful Miami, Florida, but the Super Bowl in her bathroom because she got food poisoning. And not just any random food poisoning. Oh no, my friends. She got food poisoning from her nemesis, Applebees. But Dan, why would Jess eat there? Was it all the gift cards? Only she can answer that, and we'll have to find that out next week. But the show must go on, my friends. So it's going to be you and I for the next however many minutes. So sit back, relax, and hang out with your friend, Dan. So the Super Bowl was on Sunday. I'm not sure which one it is. It was all these weird numbers, LV, caret, parentheses. I'm not sure. I don't speak wingdings. But it happened on Sunday, and who cares about football? The only thing I'm going to say about the game is the really sad I'm going to Disney World attempt by the quarterback of the Chiefs way after anyone cared and stopped watching. And can we talk real quick about the confetti situation there? I totally get it when the game ends. The confetti comes down. They're doing snow angels on the field. It's charming. It's fun. But like 20 minutes later when you're getting the trophy and a whole nother set of confetti has to come out shooting around everywhere, it's just ridiculous. It's like if I were to run a marathon and I win and I go right through the finish line, boom, and like, yeah, I did it. And then like 20 minutes later, they like put up another ribbon for me to run through. I'm like, but but why? Like, who's really getting a kick of like, you know what this needs? This needs more confetti. Two things in this world that is not needed. More confetti and more cowbell. But anyway, so this guy said, I'm going to Disney World. And it was really clunky. And there was so much confetti raining down. And like the footage is unusable. I don't know what they're going to do with that. The halftime show was great. J-Lo 50, Shakira 43. I think Shakira was the real hero of the halftime show because everybody was impressed about J-Lo, but they were really impressed with her when she came out with that Hustlers movie not too long ago. But we haven't seen Shakira in ages. It was jamming. It was fun. Today when I was looking at the video 48 hours later, there's 66 million views on that YouTube video. That has to be some sort of record for climbing. That is a lot. The next most popular YouTube Super Bowl video underneath that had 5 million views. And we'll talk about that later. But it was great. They had higher energy. Shakira can play the drums. She can play the guitar. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. They weren't even out of breath. Didn't Britney Spears do one a few years ago? And like, she was struggling. She was like, I'm a slave. Whew. I think that's what the words were. I'm like, is it for you or who? But she seemed pretty winded. Ali G was there. I think so. There was some dude on stage. I thought it was cool. J-Lo's kid was there. And I didn't know it was her until afterwards. You know, I'm old now. I need pop-up videos. You know, when Will Smith's kids are running around, I need the screen to pause for a minute, like it's Looney Tunes. And I need some arrows. Which one's which? Like, who's going on? How are they related? I need some pop-up videos. So I didn't know that. Shakira genuinely looked happy. She did. It was fun. I thought it was fun. The Super Bowl did a really good job on that. People were really up in arms about them being half naked. Deal with it. They also made the comparison last time to Adam Levine, who I didn't realize, you know, his voice is nice, but I didn't know he was prison tattooed. He looked like the guy from Oz. Not the Wizard of Oz, that weird HBO show. He was half naked and nobody cared about that. What do we tell the children? That's J-Lo and she looks dang good for 50. So that was fun. I liked that. Also, happy birthday, Left Shark. Is it Left Shark's birthday? That wasn't my joke, but happy birthday, Left Shark. So the Super Bowl was fun. We can't forget Katie Sowers, the first female openly gay coach. I felt like they showed her a little bit in her commercial, but she didn't get enough camera love. I didn't even see her there. Thought that's good. Breaking barriers. It's always a good thing. So the commercials, guys. Per 30 seconds in 1967, it cost $37,500 for a commercial. Chump change. Jess, where you at? You could have bought a Snow Dogs commercial. We'll be right back after this. And it's like, go to the Snow Dogs. That'd be great. In 1994, it hit $1 million. And I remember that. I remember there being a big deal about $1 million ad. And it was probably the Clydesdales or something like that. 2020, it went up to 5.6 million. That broke down to 186,666 per second. That is a lot of money, people. That is a lot of money. And let's see how they spent it this year. I've noticed things changed. Well, I noticed the front page of YouTube changed. Oh my gosh. The front page of YouTube was nothing but Super Bowl commercials. I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy to go back and do research of. I also noticed that the videos were super manic. They were jam-packed with every celebrity in Hollywood this year. The last few years, the Super Bowl commercials have been drab. They get released early. There's no hype. This year, though, I was a little bit more impressed, a little bit more interested to see what was going to happen next commercial. I was pretty intrigued. I was like, wow, like they're really shoving people into this, like into these commercials. And I believe the board meeting probably went like this. It's like, look, guys, TikToks are fast and fun. We need to get in and out. So within this 30-second ad that we're paying $186,666 per second for, we should probably have as many little bits of things in there at the same time. So I noticed there were like lots of little like pows, pow, 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 pow. This person would show up and that person would show up. And here are some of my favorite commercials that really stuck out in my head. Before I went to look up anything, the ones that I memorized was first the Jason Momoa commercial. Holy cow, we love him. Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones. He was Aquaman, charming guy, $1 million smile, big teddy bear from what it looks like. He's always funny on every talk show that he's on. And I didn't know what the commercial was about because a lot of these commercials are like crazy and convoluted and you don't really know what the heck is going on at first. You're just like, oh, like what kind of ride are we going for? And he's there and I'm like, what's going on? And he takes off his boots and I'm like, that's weird. Like you like step down super low. I'm like, well, in wrestling, sometimes they wear thick boots to make them look bigger. I'm like, whatever, maybe that wasn't a noticeable thing. But then when he started taking off his like buff arms and his buff legs and then his hair, I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, first, I love you for making fun of yourself. And second, this is great. And the CG was good on it. And it took a second before I was like, what is going on here? And I don't even know what the commercial was for. I don't even know. Even when I wrote the notes here, it just says Jason Momoa spelled incorrectly commercial. But I really, really enjoyed that one. Jeep had a commercial, which was really funny for Groundhog's Day. With Bill Murray. Jess would have loved the Jeep commercial. If she was here, she'd talk all about it. The Jeep truck sliding through the snow and stuff. That was really funny. The Doritos Old Town Road commercial with Lil Nas and Sam Elliott was fun. Watching his mustache dance probably made all these guys laugh. I thought that was pretty fun. What was that for? Doritos? Doritos has done pretty well as far as like their commercials are still cheesy. They're still nacho cheesy, or Cool Ranch in this commercial. But they always seem to still be up there on top, I've noticed. Mountain Dew had this really cool commercial with Bryan Cranston. I love him. He was so good in Malcolm in the Middle. He played Hal the dad. Oh man, I've learned so much comedic like timing from him, and I really enjoyed him in Malcolm in the Middle. And he portrayed Jack Nicholson, and he's running around like The Shining, and he chops open the door, and he's like, here's Mountain Dew Zero. And he's got the crazy face, and then the production value was really high on that. It looked really good, and they put his face on the twins. I thought that one was really cool too. It was really hard to like adapt Mountain Dew to it instead of the blood coming out of all like the escalator doors. It's like green Mountain Dew. So I did like the production value on that one. What did creep me out though was that Dane Planters peanut commercial. Did you guys see that one? So weird. I saw that they tried to kill off the Planters peanuts a couple weeks ago by doing some crazy montage and ending that, which I don't know, like how you could really reinvent that iconic logo. Like he's just standing there chilling. Like, what do you want out of a peanut? I mean, about the best that I could come up with is a favorite snack of Disney's Dumbo. Otherwise, some things, just leave it alone. Is the peanut industry dying? Like, why do we need to reinvent the peanut wheel? So there he is, little baby nut, little baby peanut, little baby planters. I'm not sure what you want to call them, but I wasn't buying it. And now what's going to happen? Do we get this little Minish thing on all the packages? I could just see the pitch meeting for it. Guy comes in late. Fredericks, where you been? Oh, sorry, sir. I was working at the board meeting, which really, he was up watching The Mandalorian the night before, clearly. And they're like, well, you better have something good, Fredericks, or you're fired. Oh, sure thing, sir. It's this smaller, tinier, younger version of what already worked. Yeah, we'll call it Baby Your Little Peanut. You're a genius, Fredericks. Obviously, the CEO does not have access to Disney Plus or social media at all. But I don't know. I did not dig it. Wesley Snipes was in it, which was an odd choice. I haven't seen you since Demolition Man or that last movie you did, Jail. Clearly they use all their CG money up making little planters. And I hope Baby Yoda is not starting this trend where everything becomes small and minish again. The last thing I need is like another remake. Because we already went through this phase. We had the Muppet Babies, which you guys all know my problem with the Muppet Babies. I could not deal with the Muppet Babies. Roseanne Barr had her own show for a while. It's called Baby Rosie, where it was Roseanne Barr as a little child. Louis Anderson had little Louis. holy cow, we cannot go through this again. Have we not learned from our mistakes? Sure, the child or baby Yoda is cute, but what is it going to spawn next? I saw Letterkenny has a spinoff called Little Kenny. Oh my gosh, guys, everything's Minish now. And I'm not sure that I'm going to like this trend. The only thing that I like that's small, and I think I might be alone on this, is Little Sweet. It's the sweet one. I love the Little Sweet commercials. Only the cowboy version of the Little Sweet commercial from the Dr. Pepper commercials. I liked it. The other ones he did, you guys should have just left that one commercial alone. It's great. I even seen that he's got a pop fig. I don't drink Dr. Pepper, but if any of you guys do, let me know. Because I think if you buy 3, like 12 packs, you get a little sweet pop big. It's almost 1-to-1 size. I thought it was great. Please, guys, I encourage you to rise up against this Minish trend that's about to come. They're going to make little Sex in the City. They're going to make little Forrest Gump. And you guys really won't be happy until they make little House on the Prairie. Oh my gosh, guys, we have a call. Guess who's back? Back again. It's Jess from the dead. Jess, welcome to the podcast. You know what felt really incomplete in the beginning? Where can we find you at?
Oh, right now, not in bed. Or on the couch. I'm not on the couch. That's where I've been for like 3 days. What is it really 3 days?
It's been 3 days since we were the last we talked. We were playing Mario Kart on Saturday night. I think it was the night before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yep. It was Saturday night.
We were playing Mario Kart, and let me just tell you real quick. I've been podcasting for 11 straight minutes by myself, and holy cow, like it is 1, empty. And 2, that is a lot of talking. Like, I think I did a whole podcast worth of talking in just a few minutes.
I was trying so hard to be able to feel good enough to be able to do this.
I know. And I'm like, I got it. I don't need any help. I can talk for an hour. In my mind, I was going to talk for an hour. Like, I'm done with talking.
And I was so worried about it all day. I'm like, it's not going to work. He can't go an hour by himself. I mean, he probably can. I watched you do live streams before, but it's not the same. You have like comments and like people that are talking when you're live streaming, so you have like banter going back and forth, even if they're not talking, like you're reading the comments, and I'm like, it's never going to work. All day today I kept thinking about it, so I'm like, I gotta feel good enough to do this. So what is it? It's 5 o'clock my time, so it's what, like 2 o'clock?
It's like 2 my time, yeah.
So we're pretty much gonna go through this, and then you're gonna have to edit like a maniac the rest of the night.
That's Sorry. Okay. I'm just thankful that you showed up, because I noticed I was good at first, and then I was talking about Super Bowl commercials, and at some point, I'm basically just verbally describing the commercial. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not funny. Help! Help! What else can I talk about? So I'm glad you're good. You sound like you're feeling good, and I can tell when you're feeling bad, because there's been a few, over the years we've known each other, there's been only a few times you've gotten really, really sick, and then I don't hear from you. Like, I didn't hear from you for like 2 days. Yeah,
I think, so what was it? Saturday night, we played Nintendo. Mm-hmm. There was game night here, and we played Nintendo, and I didn't feel really good Saturday. Like, I don't know, everything kind of felt a little bit off, but I was just like, whatever, I'm probably just tired. And then Saturday night, middle of the night, I don't think I fell asleep till like 5 a.m, just because, like, I don't know, I just didn't feel right. And then I woke up the next morning, and then from about, I don't know, like 11 o'clock that day till I think it was 5 o'clock the next morning, I was sick. I was sick. Once an hour, every hour. I was sick.
Yeah. Was it the worst you've ever been sick?
It's the worst I can ever remember being sick for a really long time. Like, I think the last time I was sick where I was like stomach sick like that, I think it was only a couple of hours, and then I was like over it. This was almost like a full 24 hours where it was bad. And I don't think it was the flu, because of like, usually when you get the flu, you have like a fever, but your body aches and you get headaches and you get like, there's so many things that come along with the flu. Mm-hmm. Plus, I haven't been around anybody that's had the flu. Like, that's the other thing. I'm like, it can't be the flu. Nobody I know has the flu. I literally leave my house and go to the deli for an hour, and nobody there has the flu because they wouldn't be at work. And I would know if they had it, you know? So I'm like, this is just weird. So I honest to God, I think I had food poisoning. When I like started looking up the symptoms and comparing the two, I'm like, no, Applebee's tried to kill me. Applebee's
Is
tried
that part
to
of
kill
the
me.
symptoms? It's like, did you recently eat at Applebee's?
Yeah, that was exactly what it said. Were you dumb enough to go to Applebee's? Sorry, Mom, if you're listening, I love you. I know that's where you wanted to go. We didn't eat the same stuff, so thankfully my mom didn't get sick.
And why? The question that we asked in the beginning is, why did you go to Applebee's? Was it the gift cards?
No, I love my mom.
And your mom, for some reason, loves Applebees.
So my mom wasn't feeling super great. We were supposed to actually go on a shopping trip over to Gaylord, Michigan, and she wasn't feeling really great, so she didn't want to be gone the whole day. For those of you that don't know, Gaylord is about an hour away from here, so we'd have to drive an hour over there, do all the shopping, drive an hour back. It makes a pretty full day. And she wasn't feeling completely herself, so she said, do you want to just go out to lunch? And I said, yep, I'll take you wherever you want to go. My mistake for saying I would take you wherever you want to go. But I always say that to my mom. And then she wanted to go shopping afterwards. She just wanted to go to Walmart. And I said, well, I'd take you wherever you wanted to go. So I'll go to Walmart. And she wanted to go to Applebees because Applebees has like this soup and salad or something. Like it's like some special that they have at lunchtime where you get like a soup and a half a salad or something. Mm-hmm. So she got soup and ravioli, I think she got. And I got salad because I didn't really want soup. Jamie had been sick the whole week before, and I feel like all I had eaten for a week was soup. So I'm like, I don't really want soup. I'm just going to get a salad, which I don't normally do because I don't normally eat salad anywhere but the deli because lettuce hates me sometimes. So I do think it may have been the lettuce. But anyway, I got salad and chicken tenders. Because how the heck do you screw up salad and chicken tenders?
Oh, clearly.
I went to the deli today, and I said that to my brother. And you know what he said? By going to Applebee's.
Yep, that's the answer to everything. 2 + 2, Applebees. Stay away from Applebees. What do you blame it on?
Gosh.
Do you blame it on the chicken nuggets, or do you blame it on the salad?
I don't know. I really don't know. The salad. Probably the salad.
Dang, it took you out. And I was giving you a hard time when we were playing Mario Kart. I was giving you a hard time about going to Applebee's. I'm like, why did you go there? You know, like, it's going to get you. And then sure enough.
And then it did.
It did. It took you out bad.
Yeah.
So
I didn't get out of bed all day Sunday. I did not get out of bed. Like, Jamie took care of the dogs all day. I don't even think I got up and let them in or out at all on Sunday. He let the dogs in and out. He went and got Gatorade and whatever else I had. Verner's. Verner's is the go-to thing when you're sick in Michigan.
Is the ginger ale?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's made with real ginger, so it has stomach settling properties and blah, 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 blah. So, but then after he went and got me Gatorade and he got me ginger ale, and I don't remember what else he got. He got something else. He came home, and like an hour later, I felt a little bit better, and I'm like, I know I need to keep putting fluids in or I'm going to get dehydrated and things are going to get worse. Like, I'm not stupid. I know what I need to do. I don't want to put anything in,
right.
But
what's your fluid
I know
choice?
Definitely Gatorade because of the electrolytes.
What color? That's important.
What color? He got red.
Oh, no.
I drink all of them, so I don't care. The only Gatorade I don't like is like the G2s. There's like well, that's a lie. I don't like purple. But I would drink it. Like, but it's not my choice.
I like the yellow Gatorade, the traditional just Gatorade. That's my go-to Gatorade. Did you even eat anything?
I didn't eat anything. I ate that night. I ate Jell-O because I ended
what
up
flavor?
Orange and strawberry. I think.
Ooh, strawberry.
I wanted. After Jamie got back from the gas station, a little bit later, I was like, I want Jell-O. I think I could eat Jell-O. Jell-O was gonna taste the same way going up or down, whatever. Like, and it's bland, you know. So I'm like, okay, well we have Jell-O, but then we have to make Jell-O, and I don't want to wait for Jell-O. So I asked Jamie, I'm like, do you want to go like to Meijer? And he kind of gave me that, are you really going to make me go to Meijer look? And and he was ready to go. He was like, I'll go. And then I'm like, wait, we have Instant Cart. Forget it. You don't have to go. I'm not making you do that.
And then panic-induced gone. I mean,
so
realistically, when was the last time he stepped foot in Meijer?
Oh, gosh.
We're talking years, right? Are you counting years on your hands?
Yeah, easily. Easily.
He's not missing anything.
I don't think he's been there in a long time.
It's the same thing as last time you went, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he's been there in a very long time. So I did the Instant Cart, and I got like Jell-O, and I got more Gatorade, because I'm like, I might as well get extra just in case. Because Jamie bought quite a few, but I'm like, I'll get extra Gatorade. And then I got Jell-O, and I got popsicles, because I just wanted cold. Like, it was really weird. That was all I wanted, was something cold.
What flavor?
What flavor, popsicles?
Yeah, I need to know. I'm painting a picture in my head. Like, I need to know. Are you eating like fudgesicles or bomb pops or
oh God, no.
Flintstone push-ups?
Okay, so I ended up getting they were like a variety flavor. There was like a cherry and I don't know what flavors they were. Fruit flavors, I guess. But then I did get bomb pops, because how could you not get bomb pops when you want popsicles?
That's your go-to?
So I got bomb pops and some random flavors of popsicles. And then the cart thing was like, oh, if you add $5 more, your delivery's free. So I'm like, ooh, what else do I want? Let's get sherbet, because I don't know. It's cold.
Holy cow, were you sick or did you get your tonsils out?
I know, that's how I felt. Yeah, so I bought a bunch of really random stuff. And then I told Jamie, I'm like, that lady's going to come and bring the stuff. He's like, don't worry about it. I'll get the door. I'm like, I just wanted to let you know. Because he was playing World of Warcraft, Greg. So he had his noise-canceling headphones on. So I was afraid he wouldn't hear the door.
They need like a raven inside the game that's connected to like Domino's or something, where like the little Domino's themed raven would land next to you and be like, your order's here.
Well, he can hear me because he can hear himself through his headphones. So if I say something, he hears me through his headphones anyway, because he has his mic turned up. When he's playing, he'll turn his mic up so that he can still hear me if I'm in the other room.
That's what I do here too. The microphone that I have here, I'll raise it up on my stand and turn it on when I have my headphones on and I'm editing, and I can hear what's going on in the house.
Yep.
And it makes it easier. It visually looks like I'm ignoring you, but I can still hear all.
Right, exactly. So he did that, and then the lady came and brought food. And what else did I get? I got some, I'm like, I wonder if anti-nausea medicine like works. That's disgusting. Did I tell you what? It was not until last night. So it was yesterday, Monday? Was yesterday Monday?
Yeah, yesterday was Monday.
Wow. So when I don't upload videos, I lose track of time. And I'm so off right now. Like, so off. So I ended up, last night I finally felt like eating solid food. And Jamie was making soup. And he's like, do you want soup? And as soon as he said it, I could just feel my stomach flipping over. I'm like, I don't want soup. That just sounds horrifying right now. And he's like, well, do you want anything? And I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I just want hard-boiled eggs. And I think he thought I was insane too.
Yeah, I did too.
But that's all I wanted. And then I ate them and I was fine. So at least I ate. So the first solid food I ate after 2 straight days was 2 hard-boiled eggs.
Said no one ever.
No, I just did. I just said it.
What is wrong? What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I had fog brain. I don't know what to tell you.
I knew things were bad because, okay, so I'm trying to write the stuff for the podcast, and Steve posts a picture of Dan Sushi Restaurant because it had my name in it.
Yes.
And then you're like, I do not even want to talk about food right now. And I'm like, note to self. So I go back into the podcast. I take all the food topics that we were going to talk about, and I just get rid of it. I'm like, okay, don't do that. So then I start restructuring the topics so we could talk about normal stuff that has not to do with food. And then this morning you're like, I don't know if I can do it. And I'm like, oh no, but I have all this back and forth stuff planned out. I'm like, no. But I did go back and try to take all the food stuff out. So we didn't have to talk about food today, even though we're talking about it now. But you sound like you're better.
I went to the deli. I had to get out of the house. I think that was driving me nuts more than anything. And I'm like, if I drive from here to the deli, because I also have to like go get some stuff done for Jamie's snow machine. I have so much stuff I have to do. So I'm like, I have to fight through this and be a human and be an adult and do things. So I told myself if I can make it to the deli and eat something, then I'll go from there. I made it to the deli and I ate, and you're going to laugh at me. Guess what I ate?
Oh my gosh. You ate that bowl of like whatever that they were posting with those 2 eggs cut open in it.
That's ramen.
Oh, was it ramen? I couldn't tell because words were over it. But is that what you ate? Did you eat that?
No, that's not till Thursday.
Oh. No. So what did you have?
Egg salad.
Oh my gosh.
I had a half a egg salad on toast and a bag of chips.
You're like half Humpty Dumpty at this point. Like you're just mostly egg. The thing that has been fueling you the most for the last 72 hours has been egg.
Eggs are really good for you, though. So, I mean,
we just did a whole episode on an egg.
Right? I know. That's the other thing I thought was so funny. I'm like, maybe that's why all I want is eggs, because that's all we talked about.
That's all we talked about.
But no, I had half an egg salad, and then I talked to my brother for a little bit, and I talked to Greg for a little bit, and these were two really cool guys who were in the deli, and they were ordering food, and they were up here from like 4 hours away, and they ordered food, and they were asking about my dogs, and my brother's like, those are her dogs. So I went and talked to him, and I did the thing I tend to do, and I'm like, yeah, my dogs are famous on the internet. And some people like take that and they go, oh, that's cool, and they just ignore it, and then some people look at you and they go, wait, tell me everything. And these two guys were like, wait, tell me everything.
You don't ever like use that line in the store where you just like cut in front of somebody. My dogs are famous on the internet. And they're all like, oh, by all means.
No, I don't. But it was just like these guys just seemed like fun people. So I'm like, oh yeah, they're my dogs. My dogs are famous on the internet. And then they wanted to know more. So I started telling them about all that. And then I probably spent, half an hour or so at the deli. And then I was like, I have to go home. I really have to go home. So I ended up going back home. Jamie was here working in the basement because we're moving some office stuff around. And he's like, can you help me move the beanbag chair downstairs? Now, mind you, for those of you that don't know, we have a beanbag chair that weighs, no joke, 70 pounds. And I went, yeah, I could probably help you do that. I'm like, if you pull it and all I have to do is like push it and make sure that the cover doesn't tear, I can help you get that in the basement. We made it to the kitchen door. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I could do this.
It's huge.
I know. And he looked at me.
Massive.
Right when I was about to say, I can't do this, Greg walks in the back door. And I'm like, oh, Greg will help you.
Yep. I'm out of here.
I'm like, I'm done.
But Blake has something to say. What'd you say about Applebee's?
Applebee's sucks.
Why? Do you have
yes.
I hate Applebee's. I refuse to go to Applebee's ever again.
You and I have never been there together in my life. Do you get stuck going there sometimes?
I've been there twice in my life.
What happens?
It sucks. That's what happens. Food's cold and not cooked all the way.
Yep. Oh, what happens when food's not cooked all the way?
Oh, food's not cooked all the way. Jess has been food poisoned for like the last 2.5 days or so. He's laughing at you. He's like, that's what you get for going to Applebee's.
Yeah.
I know. But I love my mom.
My mom loves Applebee's. It's a mom thing. So Jess, before you showed up here, we were talking about the Super Bowl. And all the Super Bowl commercials and all the halftime shows and stuff like that. Did you catch any of it at all? Because I didn't talk to you at all on Super Bowl Sunday, so I figured you just missed everything.
So I heard the TV because Jamie watched it. He fell asleep on the couch. I heard some of it. I didn't pay attention to most of it. And then I decided to come out and try to watch the end of it, which apparently was the best part of it anyway. And I remembered again that I don't know anything about football. So I kept asking Jamie, I'm like, why are they doing this? And what's happening now? But I watched right as the Kansas City Chiefs took the lead.
Yeah, so you got there for the best part of the game.
Yeah, so I watched right as they took the lead, and then I think I asked a million questions. And then I kept telling Jamie, I'm like, how is there still 2 minutes left in the game? And it's been like 15 minutes.
Yes!
Like, this is ridiculous. Yes! Like, who watches this stuff?
Oh my gosh.
And then I had to keep asking him, what happened there? And what does that mean? And what's a first down? And wait, they were only on a third down, and now it's back at the other team. Why? And he's like, well, the other clock ran out. I'm like, there's another clock?
Are you really that removed from sports? Like, all your life, you've never, like, figured out, like, what a first down was or, like, anything like that? Like, that never occurred to you till now?
Football was never something I watched. I watched baseball with my dad. I played basketball. My brother played baseball, so I watched a lot of baseball in person. My brother played baseball from the time he was like 5 or 6 years old. He was super young all the way through high school. So I watched a lot of baseball. Baseball in person is a lot more fun. And once you kind of get into it in person, it's a lot easier to watch on TV.
Okay, right. I get that, yeah.
I don't really watch a lot of baseball now, but like when my brother played or if my dad was watching when I was younger, I would watch baseball games. My dad watched football, but I never understood it. Never. So I just never got into it. Hockey, I've watched for a long time.
Yeah.
But football just was always super. And I think it was, I don't have patience. And football was always that game where it was like, why is there 2 minutes left and this is taking 30 minutes? I don't understand. And I just never understood it. So I never really watched it.
I've played all sports. I've watched all sports. So I'm familiar with the rules and all that good stuff. After hockey, though, it's really hard to get behind any other sport because it's not hockey. Basketball, right? They get brushed into. They fall to the ground in their most physical fit peak of their lives. Get up.
Right.
Like, it's hard after that. You know, squeaky shoes on the ground. Baseball should have a rule. The guy should have all 3 balls in his pocket, and as fast as he can fire those things off, those things should be coming at the picture. Let's get this thing moving. It's like human chess. And then like football's okay, but like, I don't know, I just don't relate to those sports. So I didn't even care about the Super Bowl. I watched it and stuff, and I enjoyed the sport for what it was, the one time a year that I watched it on the Super Bowl. But I was more interested in the commercials and the halftime shows and stuff like that.
That was what I was really bummed that I missed.
One number that I don't know how to quantify it, but I know you would, is the J-Lo and the Shakira halftime show that's on YouTube, like the replay, already has 66 million views on it, and it's like 48 hours old.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I'm not sure, because the next video down is the Jason Momoa video, and that has 5 million views.
Wow.
Like, there's a big discrepancy there, but that's a lot. Wasn't it a big race to 100 million before? Like, wasn't it like whoever got like the first 100 million view video?
Yeah.
Were you able to catch
crazy.
any of the halftime shows or commercials or anything? I didn't even ask you about that.
I saw replays of the halftime show as I was scrolling through Twitter, and there was the people that were like, "Oh, all these people are complaining because these girls are dancing on the stage are the same people that last year were drooling over Adam Levine."
Yes, and that's what I was mentioning earlier. And I saw the side-by-side picture, and Adam Levine looked way more
naked,
provocatively posed. I mean, and he looked great. Compared to the showgirl-ish aspect of what like J-Lo was wearing. Like, he was just straight up shirt off, like he was chopping wood or something there. And yeah, and like I was saying earlier, Shakira was a sleeper hit. Like where's she been?
I don't know. I always liked her. Like, I always thought she had a really good voice and stuff. So I didn't see the full halftime show. Like, I haven't watched it from beginning to end yet, but like I said, I saw bits and pieces of it. I saw all the people complaining, and if you don't like it, turn it off. I'm to that point anymore. Every halftime show is the same. It's like, I mean, they're not the same, but every halftime show, the same thing happens. People either love it or they hate it, and then they just have to voice their opinion. Yeah, and I mean, it is what it is. I would have much rather it have been, like rock music. Oh my God, could you imagine? No, that would be horrifying.
Right.
That would be horrifying.
You don't have to watch any more of the replay. You got the gist of it. It was good.
It was, for what I saw, it was good. I mean, yeah, I get what people are saying. Oh, they were dancing up there and they were shaking their butts and they were half naked and blah, blah, blah. They were putting on a show. Mm-hmm. They were putting on a concert. It's the same thing they do in their concerts. It's the same thing.
Since the beginning
of time. That's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do at halftime shows. Like, if you don't like it, just change the channel.
Tell it to Janet Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. Avert your eyes.
So, did you watch any of the commercials?
I watched the only one that mattered.
Let me guess, the Jeep commercial.
Yeah, it was the best. It was literally the best.
What was your
And then
take
I
on
watched. It was the greatest. It was the greatest thing ever. I love that movie to start. I love Groundhog Day. I love Bill Murray. So the fact that it was, not only was it Bill Murray, but it was everybody else, the original people that were in the movie.
Yes.
That was so great. I loved it so much. It made me just want to watch Groundhog Day. Did you see on the Jeep page, they uploaded like the other versions of it as well on Jeep's YouTube channel?
Oh my gosh, there's more versions of it?
Yeah, there was like things they left out and different, like, for each day, different parts of it that they had filmed in different ways.
Well, let me tell you, they had to leave parts of it out because $186,666 per second.
Jeez, oh Pete, that's insane.
Hey, but you know what I was telling everybody earlier? In 1967 is $37,500. You could have gotten a spot.
Wow.
You could have had a Super Bowl spot in 1967.
Could have. Did you see the commercial that the guy bought for his dog that had cancer?
I don't know about that. Please just tell me.
So I didn't see the commercial, and I haven't watched it because I just came back to life a little while ago. I haven't had a chance to go through and watch the Super Bowl commercial, so I literally have just been resurrected.
Literally,
from
I was
the
doing
dead.
the podcast before you're like, I'm in.
I know. I'm sorry. There was a commercial. There was a guy who had a dog, and the dog had cancer, and his normal vet told him that the dog had like a month to live. And apparently this guy has a lot of money, and he was not happy with that answer. So he took the dog to, I'm going to get it wrong, he took it to the University of Illinois. I don't remember where. We can look it up and find out. But he took it to a university vet hospital, and he spent a bunch of money, and these vets saved his dog by doing a bunch of like different experimental treatments and things that his normal vet wouldn't have been able to do anyway. And he was so happy that they were able to save his dog that he bought a $6 million ad for the Super Bowl to thank the veterinarians and the staff and to encourage people to donate to cancer research for pets.
That last part was the only thing that saved me from going like, oh my gosh, why didn't you just give them a thank you cash bundle? But
yeah,
maybe
a lot of
that
people,
6 will raise more.
I think it will. I really do. Yeah, I really think it will raise. I think they'll be able to raise more than $6 million. And I know he also donated money to them as well. But I didn't see that commercial, and I wanted to see that one. So that's one of the ones that I have to look up and watch after this. But yeah, his vet told him that his dog was only going to make it a month, and he just wasn't happy with that. And he didn't care what it was going to cost. He was going to save his dog. And I mean, I get it. I get it.
Oh yeah, I know.
I know some people don't, but I do. So I really wanted to see that.
Yeah, I firsthand know that you get it. I do. I did not see that, thankfully. Otherwise, I think everything else was more manic and upbeat.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I was telling everybody earlier, it was like so many TikToks shoved into a 30-second ad. It was crazy. Nas X had an ad, and with Sam Elliott, and there was a flash of Billy Ray Cyrus in it.
Oh, that's crazy.
The Planters Peanuts try to pull a Baby Yoda.
Well, I guess they had to change theirs because they killed the Planters Peanuts guy, and they were gonna have the Super Bowl ad was supposed to be his funeral. And then after Kobe Bryant passed away, they pulled the ad and decided to do something else.
That's what that was about. That explains so much, because we were talking about how they put out that video, they killed Planters Peanuts, but like they killed Jack from Jack in the Box, but they waited years to bring him back, and they brought Planters Peanuts back 3 days later. I'm like, well, that's awfully like familiar.
Yeah, they had killed him in the ad, and then the Super Bowl commercial was supposed to be his funeral, and they decided that it would be bad taste, so they pulled the ad. So yeah, that was a thing. Do you know what? Whenever I think of Super Bowl commercials, do you know what commercial comes to my mind? And I honest to God, I cannot watch it to this day without bawling my eyes out because I'm such a baby when it comes to dogs.
I was gonna recommend it. I was gonna let you go first because I was hoping you'd pick the "Was Up" commercial from Budweiser, because that's what I talked about earlier being my favorite commercial. But I don't know. What was it?
I don't know that it's my favorite commercial. My favorite commercial is probably different. I'll think about that for a moment. But
it has something to do with Jeeps.
It does. The one that sticks out the most in my head, and I know people that were affected by it will definitely remember it. You may not remember it. Budweiser puppy commercial with the Let Her Go song.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh my gosh, the puppy song. Every time I would hear it on the radio after that, I would cry. I would be like, it's the puppy song, because the guy, and they have the puppy, and the puppy's in the barn, and then he takes and he gives the puppy away, and the puppy's getting rained on, and then as the puppy's leaving, like the horses are following, and then these people come back, and the horses are following the dog back, and the guy gets the puppy.
Sounds like a country song. That sounds sad.
Kind of. It's horribly sad. That's why I cry every time I see it.
Oh no, I don't remember that one. Good, because I like the happy ads.
I like the happy ads too, but that is probably like, I don't know, one of the worst. I think it was called, I don't remember what it was, if it was Puppy Love or Lost Dog. I think
that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it's Lost Dog. And it was from a couple years ago, but it was gut-wrenching. And the song that they used in it was really, really popular on the radio at the time. So like they kept playing the song, and every time I heard it, I would yell at Jamie, "It's the puppy song!"
Oh, I could hear you. I could hear you doing that. This year's commercials were way more manic than every other year's. It was so manic. You'll have to watch some. It's weird. Anybody that had IPs were throwing them together. Like in one commercial, it was like the Jolly Green Giant, the Kool-Aid Man, the brawny guy. No, not the brawny guy. Who's the Mr. Clean? Mr. Clean?
Oh, yep.
The stupid my Heine's clean. Those Charmin commercials.
Gosh,
there,
the bears.
And they were all in one commercial, and I don't even know what they were doing. I don't know, but you had like you had to get everything to be really super manic and go, bam, bam, bam,
Yep.
bam, bam, bam. And you're like, whoa, what's going on here? This is stimulating. Oh my gosh, why is Jaleel White from Urkel in this thing as Jaleel White? Like, it was very stimulating.
Do you remember when YouTube used to do that amazing thing and they had the Super Bowl page, and as the Super Bowl aired, they released the commercials on the Super Bowl page? Yeah, back in the day, you had to sit there and wait and refresh the page, and it would like show all of the brands, and there would either be a video there or a black box, and you had to wait, and you were like, all right, refresh. Okay, it's commercials, refresh. Which ones got released? And you'd watch all the new ones.
Oh my gosh, no, I didn't do that. Do you remember before that when you had to shut up? Hey, shut up! Shut up! The dang Budweiser frogs are burping Budweiser. Shut up, Bud. Brr. I'm like, what? So, Jess, what happens now? You've been down and out. You've been gone for 72 hours. So much things have happened since you've been gone.
I know. I haven't put up a video
Let's talk about that for a second. Is that stressful?
Oh, you have no idea. Like, no idea. It makes me hurt. Like, it just, I don't know what it does. It makes, you know how, like, well, you had a job once.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me brush off that part of my brain that collected dust from when I used to use it at work. Yes, okay. Yeah, I know what it's like to be employed.
Did you ever have a job that, like, you really that you really, really enjoyed, and then, like, if you got sick and you had to call in, you felt so bad for calling in because you liked your employees, and so it's kind of like that times 10,000.
Has anybody checked on you? Like, have you gotten any, like, worse your videos?
Yeah. Aww. I've put a couple posts up, but, like, I feel bad because I don't miss videos very often. Okay, on the vlog channel, I have a lot since Shelby passed away, but whatever. That one I'm not counting. I'm talking like the dogs videos. The dogs videos, I don't miss those often. I also don't film a lot ahead. And I think people don't realize that. I think, like, because there are channels out there that they just film 5 videos in a week and then they upload them throughout the month. You know, and I could do it and it wouldn't be a bad thing. But I don't know. I just feel like I like to be a little bit more current with what I'm doing. So I feel like if there's something going on and I want it to be, you know, in the videos now, I should just do it. But I don't know. So I didn't put up a video on the dogs channel today. I have footage from the New York Pet Expo and the Canadian Pet Expo, and I thought about this morning. I'm like, I could put that together. I never did that. I could put that together. People don't like those videos. That was exactly what went through my head.
Oh.
Whenever I put the Pet Expo videos up, people don't really like them, but I really like them, and I really like having the memory, and maybe I should upload those, but nobody's going to watch it. So I did that for a little while this morning, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do that. And then I went through all the things. I could push this video, but I don't have enough time. I don't want it to be rushed. It's not going to turn out the way I want it to. And then finally I was just like, I don't have it in me. I just can't do it. So sorry guys, you're not getting a video today.
You are pretty current on the videos because you're like, I got to put this video out today. And you start making a video. And then you're on the couch editing. And you're like, I need 2 more minutes. And you get up off the couch, go grab the camera, go record 2 minutes, come sit back down, put the final touches on it, and up it goes. Like, literally that fast.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I work. I'm not a very ahead of time thinker.
It's better that way. That's just stuff just comes out, and it's closer to the time that it happened. Like when we were doing this podcast, we're like, we're gonna get like a week or 2 out. We'll have time to like edit it, and we'll have like segues and stuff. It'll be great. And I'm like, yeah, but nobody cares. Like, I don't want to talk about the Grammys. That was like 2 weeks ago, or like even right now. If I release a Super Bowl episode next week, everybody's like, Super who? We're all talking about Valentine's Day stuff.
Right, exactly.
But then you have pressures. I mean, it's like, it's already 3 o'clock on Tuesday, and people are going to start asking me where the episode is around 8:30 or 9 your time, which is like midnight. Right. They'll be all like, can't sleep, no CC Mouse podcast. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here hacking away at it, trying to record an
sweating
intro.
And editing. And we're harassing you. We're like, Dan, come play World of Warcraft. Dan, come play Mario Kart. And you're like, I can't.
I'm like, Crystal, could you pause Criminal Minds for just a second so I can record the intro this week? And then I just start doing it. I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then I'll start chopping that up in the beginning of it. And then up it goes. I mean, it gets done and baked, and soon as it comes out of the oven, it is literally in your guys' ears 15 minutes later.
Yeah. I think people don't realize, 1, they don't realize how much work goes into all of this, and 2, they don't realize how, like, we're literally, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday right now, and I might not have been on the episode today.
I love it.
Thanks,
Living on the edge.
Thanks,
I'm like,
Mucinex.
I can do it. I can do this. And then
Right.
I talked for 11 minutes, and that was good. Like, I talked a lot, but then I'm like, man, this is dead. I mean, look how much. That goes to show you, like, look how much alive people that this episode became after Jess showed up. Even for me and my energy. I'm like, holy cow, I only have to think half the time now. Before, I was just, like, giving details about Super Bowl episodes. As much as it could, like, hurt us in the end, like, if not everything doesn't go right, that's the excitement of it.
Yeah.
I do like it. I get excited as soon as I put it up. I sit there in the comments for a little bit, and I watch to see what people have to say right away, and it's funny how a lot of you guys loved the episode 5 minutes after it goes up. I'm like, this is great. Like, I'll take it. Like, I like it. So how long in the last, 2 weeks now have you and Jamie hung out? Because one of the two of you guys were like, if this was the Oregon Trail, you guys would be dead.
We were just having that conversation a little bit ago. I'm like, I feel like I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I'm like, you were either sick and dying in the basement or I was sick and dying in the other room. Like, I feel like we just haven't done anything.
Which is fine.
And we
one at a
haven't
time.
done anything. Like, oh my gosh. Like, we were both saying the same thing. We're like, we haven't left the house. We haven't done anything. Like, he got the snow machine and we haven't done anything. And now, in like 6 days, he's leaving me for 6 days. Or 5 days. 5 days? In 6 days, he's leaving me for 5 days. So I'm like, we got to do something in the next 5 days together.
That's good. You sound like you're on the mend, so that's good. And there's no more getting sick, please.
Oh my gosh.
You should burn your house.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea how much Lysol I have sprayed in the house
Start
today.
eating it.
I can't. Yeah, funny. So, side note,
Oh no.
don't ever like when you're spraying Lysol and you think the nozzle's stuck, so you turn it and you look at it. Don't accidentally push the button
Oh my
it'll
gosh.
spray you in the face.
Did you
And
just Elmer Fudd yourself in the face? with Lysol?
may or may not have done that today.
Oh my gosh. It went right in your mouth?
No, thank God I didn't have my mouth open, and thank God it was low enough to where it just sprayed the bottom of my face and like mostly my chin and my shirt. And I was downstairs when I did it, so I was right at the sink, so I immediately dropped the can and just splashed water all over the place. I'm like, what the heck? I shouldn't be doing anything. I have fog brain. And I went upstairs and I looked at Jamie. I'm like, I just sprayed myself in the face with Lysol. And he's like, what are you trying to do? Just kill all the viruses? I'm like, yeah, will that work? And he goes, I don't think it works that way.
At least you're clean.
Right? I was just down here, like, I came down in the basement and I sprayed, I told Jamie, I'm like, stay out of the basement for like 15 minutes. I'm going to douse the basement. So I doused the basement because Lysol doesn't smell for very long. And like, I have the lemon scented one. So after a few minutes, the actual cleaner smell goes away and it just smells like lemons. So I came to, yeah, but Febreze doesn't kill everything.
Really?
Like Lysol kills 99.9% of all viruses and bacteria, including cold and flu viruses.
Oh my gosh,
and
that's
the
exactly what they said on the
coronavirus.
commercial. Are you like just quoting the
know.
commercial?
I am. I'm reading it off the can right now.
Oh, you are? Okay, well, I'm going to get
No,
my...
I'm not.
gonna get
I'm
mine.
not really reading. I'm not really reading it off the can right now. But I came down here and I did that, and then I went upstairs and like I made sure to do the bedroom, and then I did the office, and then I did the couch. So yeah, I had to.
Oh no, my Febreze bottle just is. They're pumping up the fact that it's like Mediterranean. What is that? Like, what does Mediterranean smell like? Because it's all lavendery to me, but it doesn't say anything about killing germs at all. It says eliminates odor and freshness. Oh man, I think I was using this as germ killer the other day. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's all it does. That Febreze is just a odor eliminator. That's it. Where Lysol is an odor eliminator, but it also kills viruses and bacteria, which is why it's nice. But you can't, like Febreze, you can spray and stay in the same room. You can't spray Lysol and stay in the same room. You have to like spray it and leave the room for 15
Like it's
minutes.
ant spray.
Yeah, you do. You have to spray it and then leave the room. Like I put the dogs outside and I'm like, y'all are staying out here for an hour. And I sprayed upstairs and I made them stay outside for an hour before they could come back in. Because as soon as Lysol like dries, it doesn't have that smell. That cleanery smell, I guess you could call it. So yeah, I have Lysoled the entire house. I Lysoled my Jeep. I'm like, whatever this is. Now I think I had food poisoning, but I think Jamie he may have had the flu, but whatever he had before, he got pneumonia, whatever it is, hopefully it's all dead now and we're good. Hopefully.
Hopefully, because you guys don't need to be swapsies
Yeah,
on the sickness.
I am so done being down with the sickness.
Well, what did the pups have to say? Were they good?
Oh my God. They were so good. I was so expecting Kira to be a nightmare because she's so hyper and wants to play all the time. All day Sunday, she laid in bed with me. Like, Memphis was right next to me the whole time. Every time I even got up to puke out my guts, that dog followed me into the bathroom and laid down behind me. Like, she is the best.
Aww.
She was the cutest thing. She was so worried about me. But even Kira was like, Mom, I'm just going to lay here with you. So they pretty much slept with me the whole day. So they knew something was wrong. But like today, Kira's back to being a snotty little brat. I should show you the giant hole she dug in the yard this morning.
Oh, yeah. That's payback for the fan.
Oh, yeah, exactly. She doesn't like the fan.
She does not like that. You know what? I don't think we talked about that.
No, I don't think we did either. Did we?
I don't think we talked about the fan. That just happened the other day.
Yeah, she's afraid of the hood vent on the stove. I also found out today she's also afraid of the ceiling fan in the office because I turned it on.
Oh, no. This is a trend.
The one in the office, I actually picked her up, put her in the office with me, and shut the door. And I turned the fan on low, and she just stared at it. But then I grabbed her favorite toy in there, which is the Slinky toy. That's her favorite toy that sits in the office. Mm-hmm. And I played with her with the Slinky toy. And after a few minutes, she was like, I really don't like this fan, but I really like that toy. So I was able to, like, break her fear focus of the fan, and she played with me with the toy. And as soon as I completely got her to, focus on me, I shut the fan off and kept playing with her, and then I opened the door. And she didn't take off running. So she'll get over it. It's just going to take time.
All right, that'll do it for this week's episode of the CC Mouse Podcast. Thanks for calling in, Jess. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to have to carry this by myself. You definitely made the podcast come alive. And since you're a guest here, you can just hang out while I do this little outro thing here. You can listen to us every Wednesday on your favorite music app. Interact with us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at CC Mouse Podcast. Check out our merch at ccmousepodcast.shop. So we'll see you guys next week. Same mouse time, same mouse podcast. Bye.
Bye. Hey, guess what?
What?
I came back from the dead to do a thing.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I would do if you didn't come back to do a thing. What if I do it? Hold on. Yay, we did a thing! No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I don't know what I would do without you, Jess.
Panic. You'd panic.
On the real, though, I am glad. You sound so much better. Thank you.
I do
for
feel
coming back
a
to
lot
life.
better.
Yeah, I was worried for a little bit, so
right.
I'm glad you feel better.
I didn't die.
Yes.
I swear that's what I want to title the next vlog. We're not dead.
Not dead.